Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day of a year in miracles. And today we are on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 72. All right, I'm going to dive in because this is a bit of a longer one today. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. While we have recognized that the ego's plan for salvation is the opposite of God's, we have not yet emphasized that it is an active attack on his plan and a deliberate attempt to destroy it. In the attack, God is assigned the attributes which are actually associated with the ego, while the ego appears to take on the attributes of God. The ego's fundamental wish is to replace God. In fact, the ego is the physical embodiment of that wish. For it is that wish that seems to surround the mind with a body, keeping it separate and alone, and unable to reach other minds, except through the body that was made to imprison it. The limit on communication cannot be the best means to expand communication, yet the ego would have you believe that it is. Although the attempt to keep the limitations that a body would impose is obvious here, it is perhaps not so apparent why holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. But let us consider the kinds of things you are apt to hold grievances for. Are they not always associated with something a body does? A person says something you do not like. He does something that displeases you. He betrays his hostile thoughts in his behavior. You're not dealing here with what the person is. On the contrary, you are exclusively concerned with what he does in a body. You are doing more than failing to help him and freeing him from the body's limitations. You are actively trying to hold him to it by confusing it with him and judging them as one. Herein is God attacked. For if his son is only a body, so must he be as well. A creator wholly unlike his creation is inconceivable. If God is a body, what must his plan for salvation be? What could it be but death? In trying to present himself as the author of life and not of death, he's a liar and a deceiver, full of false promises and offering illusions in place of truth. The body's apparent reality makes this view of God quite convincing. In fact, if the body were real, it would be difficult indeed to escape this conclusion. And every grievance that you hold insists that the body is real. It overlooks entirely what your brother is. It reinforces your belief that he is a body and condemns him for it. And it asserts that his salvation must be death, projecting this attack onto God and holding him responsible for it. To this carefully prepared arena where angry animals seek for prey and mercy cannot enter, the ego comes to save you. God made you a body. Well, very well. Let us accept this and be glad. As a body, do not let yourself be deprived of what the body offers. Take the little you can get. God gave you nothing. The body is your only savior. It is the death of God and your salvation. This is the universal belief of the world you see. Some hate the body and try to hurt it and humiliate it. Others love the body and try to glorify and exalt it. But while the body stands at the center of your concept of yourself, you are attacking God's plan for salvation and holding your grievances against him and his creation, that you may not hear the voice of truth and welcome it as friend. Your chosen Savior takes his place instead. It is your friend. He is your enemy. We will try today to stop these senseless attacks on salvation. We will try to welcome it instead. Your upside-down perception has been ruinous to your peace of mind. You have seen yourself in a body and the truth outside of you. locked away from your awareness by the body's limitations. Now we are going to try to see this differently. The light of truth is in us, where it was placed by God. It is the body that is outside of us and is not our concern. To be without a body is to be in our natural state. To recognize the light of truth in us is to recognize ourselves as we are. To see ourselves as separate from the body is to end the attack on God's plan for salvation and to accept it instead. And wherever his plan is accepted, it is accomplished already. Our goal in the longer practice periods today is to become aware that God's plan for salvation has already been accomplished in us. To achieve this goal, we must replace attack with acceptance. As long as we attack it, we cannot understand what God's plan for us is. We are therefore attacking what we do not recognize. Now we are going to try to lay judgment aside and ask what God's plan for us is. And remember, you can substitute that word God for the word love, the word universe, the word source, whatever is in your comfort zone. So the question to ask is, what is salvation, Father? I do not know. Tell me that I may understand. Then we will wait in quiet for his answer. We have attacked God's plan for salvation without waiting to hear what it is. We have shouted our grievances so loud that we have not listened to his voice. We have used our grievances to close our eyes and stop our ears. Now we would see and hear and learn. What is salvation, Father? Ask and you will be answered. Seek and you will find. We are no longer asking the ego what salvation is and where to find it. We are asking it of truth. Be certain then that the answer will be true because of whom you ask. Whenever you feel your confidence wane and your hope of success flicker and go out, repeat your question and your request, remembering that you are asking of the infinite creator of infinity, who created you like himself. What is salvation, Father? I do not know. Tell me that I may understand. He will answer. Be determined to hear. 1 or perhaps 2 shorter practice periods, an hour, will be enough for today, since they will be somewhat longer than usual. These exercises should begin with this. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Let me accept it instead. What is salvation? Then wait a minute or so in silence, preferably with your eyes closed, and listen for his answer. And that's it. That is our lesson, A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 72. I know it's quite wordy, but the real gist to this lesson is asking, what is your plan for salvation, and saying that you don't know, because sometimes when we think we know, then we can't hear the truth. And I've done this many times when I've been faced with a difficult situation in my life where I just don't understand, why people are behaving the way they are, or why people are doing the things that they're doing, and I feel like it's an attack, that they're attacking me in some way. And I have to remember that all attack is merely a cry for help. But sometimes that doesn't help as much as you would want it to help, because you're still feeling vulnerable and you're still feeling attacked. So I just say, please, I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand what this is for. I give this to you, and please give me an answer. And I let it go. And sometimes I'll go for a run. And during my run, all of a sudden, all of this great information comes into my head, and whatever the situation was that was going on in my life that was bothering me, I just get this very clear answer. And most of the time the answer is, you need do nothing, which is kind of funny. But it gives you a lot of relief, because you think you have to fix things or solve things or, do something to fix a situation. And the truth is, you don't need to do anything. You just need to be love and miraculously the situation resolves itself, is what I have found in my certain circumstances that I've asked for help for. But again, just give it up. Give it up to the universe, give it up to love, to God, to source, and ask the source, what is salvation? What is the truth, and where do you find salvation? So that's what the lesson is for today. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me this morning. Great to see you all here. Hi honey, good to see you watching. Good morning Alberto, good to see you. Good morning Barb, good to see you. Hi Cindy, nice to see you here this morning. Good morning Cheryl. Great to see you. Hey, Carl. Oh, Samantha, you're awake. Yay. Samantha's tuning in from Colorado. Samantha used to work with me years ago when I had my interior design business in New York, and she and I have kept in touch, and it looks like she is going to be joining me once again for life coaching and transformational retreats. So I'm super excited to have Samantha back on board again, and we're going to be working together again to host all kinds of really amazing retreats and fun destinations. Hi Colette, great to see you. Good morning Jody, great to see all of you guys this morning. Hi Felix, hi Regine, good to see you. Hey Barb, oh Alicia, good to see you here this morning Alicia. Hey Jody again. Hey Don, nice to see you this morning. Hi Tim, yeah you're welcome Alicia, thanks for being here this morning. Good morning Pam. Good to see you here. Good morning, Barb. Nice to see you. I think you're on vacation too. I thought I saw something come up on Facebook that you're enjoying some nice weather. Hi, Eric. Good to see you. Good morning, Kim. Hey, nice to see you. Hey, John. Good to see you too this morning. Good morning, Pete. There you go. I haven't seen you in a long time, back in the court jester days. Hey, Francine, good to see you. Good morning, Kelly. Nice to see you here this morning. Hi, Nami. Yeah, Barb, it is an interesting lesson, isn't it? I think sometimes we just get so attached to that we are a body that we shut everything else out, and we really limit the magnificence of what we are. And these lessons are just going to get even better and juicier as we go along, and they're going to uncover all kinds of amazing things. And I hope again that those of you who are doing the lessons and want to learn more, you're also reading the Course in Miracles text, because they support each other, and there might be some gaps that are missing if you're not doing both. And again, we can talk about more about that in the private Facebook group if you'd like to join me there. Good morning, Melissa. Good to see you here this morning. Right, Nami, there are no grievances and there are no accidents. That's right. That's right. Hey, Cindy. Yeah, this one hits close to home, doesn't it? I know it. A lot of situations that come up around this one. Vera, good to see you. Yes, happy day to everyone here. And again, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow morning with our next lesson. All right. In the meantime, have a wonderful day, and thanks again for joining. Talk to you soon. Bye.